Yes, yes, people! Mi amigos and mi amigas, guys, we are back. We are back. We took a little break. We had some sessions. I've been up and down the country. I had a little time off. But now, we are back. And we are not taking any prisoners, mate. Tonight, my friends, we are cooking. Tonight, my friends, we cook. We feast on tears. We feast on misinformation. We feast on clear bias. We feast on the red cartel, who tonight are very angry. We feast on the toxic positivity merchants regarding England. But my friends, I have to say this, and you must take my advice. Lock your doors, check your windows, check that the CCTV is working. Because I've been on Twitter today, and I can tell you for facts, and guys, I take no pleasure in saying this, I really don't, because it's scary times. But today, on the 23rd of June 2024, I can confirm to you that the Twitter mutants have been released. It's sketchy out there, guys. Seriously, man. Close your windows and close your doors. Because these mutants fucking everywhere, mate. And honestly, guys, yeah, we're gonna speak about some stuff, mate. Because if I'm being honest with you, yeah. Oh yeah, first of all, before we get into it, yeah, a couple disclaimers. First of all, I had a few days off. I've been away. Second of all, my hay fever is kicking my ass, mate, more than these mutants, right? So honestly, I've got me ice patch, mate. So if I randomly just go like this through the stream, yeah, I don't like a weapon in it, but it's just gonna have to be done, mate, because my eyes on fire. Yeah, my eyes on fire. Just getting that out there straight away, man. Yo, big up to AMA1 as well for the 10 months. Big up to you. Big up to you. Right. Let's just have a little quick conversation about what's gone on here. Right. So some clubs, right, have done some transfers, are in the process of doing some transfers, and people are saying that they're overinflated. Right, so if you've not seen the news, I'm not going to go through every single player, right? But basically, Aston Villa have sold a player for 20 million quid, right? I don't think he's ever kicked a ball in the Premier League, and people are saying it's overinflated, and they're doing it to bypass a PSR, right? That's what they're saying. That's what these people are saying. Okay, first of all, how are you going to prove to me that, first of all, that is inflated? How are you going to prove to me that's inflated? Now, I give it you. On the basis of looking at it, it looks inflated. Prove to me that it's inflated. How do you know, yeah, that this Kelly guy, Kellyman, or whatever he's called, how do you know he's not worth 20 million? How do you know he's not worth 20 million, mate? Omari Kellyman. Right, this is the guy, yeah. I'm gonna be showing you a lot of stuff on screen today, guys, yeah? So this is the guy, right? So this is the guy that Chelsea is signing, right? 20 million quid. My question to you is this. How you prove to me that this is inflated, right? Because we're going to take it step by step. Oh, LB, come on, man. Of course he is. Well, it probably is inflated. It probably is an inflated transfer because you can see here, right? They bought him for what? 800k 2 years ago, and they're selling him for 20 mil. Of course, it looks inflated to me. But my question is, right? My question is, how are you going to prove it, bro? How are you going to prove to me that it's inflated? There's no point in all these fans going on Twitter moaning about the fact that it's an overinflated. What's the point? Unless you can prove it, how are you going to do it? And yeah, it looks like it is. And yeah, it looks like they've done it to. But at the end of the day, who cares? You can't do nothing about it, mate. Aston Villa set the price, and Chelsea have agreed to pay it. That's what he's worth then. If that's what they've agreed to pay, that's what he's worth. Now, people will say there's no way he's worth that. Well, why have they paid it then? To get around the FFPs, get around the PSR. So that's what he's worth then. Because basically, you know what I mean? You can say he's not worth 20 million, but he's worth 20 million to Chelsea. is worth 20 million for Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like there's a lot of hypocrisy going around, right? So let me give you an example, right? Because I'm going to come on to it. I'm going to bring it up and listen to this. Listen to this. So I'm hearing some Arsenal fans, and by the way, I'm not cooking Arsenal here, yeah, because there's nothing wrong with any of this, in my opinion. There's a set of rules in place, profit and sustainability rules. The rules are in place. There they are, boom, in black and white. If you can sign players or get round it by doing something else, it's not cheating. It's not cheating. Aston Villa are not cheating. If they sold a player for 20 million when he's not worth 20 million, they're not cheating. They're selling the player for 20 million. Just like if Chelsea have sold hotels for 100 million, that's not cheating. It's not cheating, mate. It's not cheating, bro. Because I tell you what, if the rules allow it, it's not cheating if the rules allow it. Now, I have something that I want to bring up, mate. It's doing my head in, yeah. Because some Arsenal fans are not getting it. They don't understand, and I'm going to explain it to them. Chelsea have sold this player for 20 million. Sorry, Aston Villa have sold this player for 20 million, apparently, to get round FFP, to get round the profit sustainability rules, right? So they've used a technique, an accounting technique, a sales technique to get round the profit sustainability rules. Arsenal last year signed David Raya on a loan deal with an option to buy to circumvent profit and sustainability rules. That's why they did it on a loan deal. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. Oh, but LB, loan deals are fine. Loan deals, this is always a thing. Loan deals with an option to buy. I'm not saying that they're not normal. I'm saying that Arsenal last year signed David Raya on a loan deal with an option to buy to get around the profit and sustainability rules. And when you look at it, when you go through it, mate, it's hilarious. Look at some of these comments, mate. It's absolutely wild, yeah. Can you not really understand the difference? That's a madness. It's not a loophole, though. That's just how loans with option to buy works. It is a loophole because that's why Arsenal signed him with an option to buy. That's why they did it. I'm not cheating, bro. I'm not. By the way, it's not cheating. And by the way, yeah, some of you guys who were saying it's different. Well, how come you kind of screwed them? How come David Raya's agent here? This is the goalkeeper's agent. How come he's then confirmed that the whole reason Arsenal signed David Raya on a loan deal is to get around the FFP rules? The formula of the deal is a loan with the option to buy. Arsenal had some financial fair play issues, and this is the reason that they didn't buy him. So basically, Arsenal couldn't afford to buy David Raya. So what did they do? They went round the rules and got him on a loan deal with an option to buy so they could get the player. So what did they do there? They used a technique to obtain a player that profit and sustainability was blocking them from signing. What have Aston Villa done? They were apparently going to breach FFP. They've used a technique to sell a player to get round the profit and sustainability rules. It's no different. I'll tell you what's happening is, yeah, you got fans of these red cartel who, whenever it comes down to them, they go, no, it's not the same. It's not the same. Man United fans, you got fined off UEFA less than 12 months ago for breaching FFP. You got fined like 300 grand. Whenever you say something to them about that, they go, oh, it's different. It's different. It was a minor breach. It was not the same. It's not the same. It's UEFA's fault. Blah, 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 blah. Whenever you say to Arsenal fans, you signed David Raya on a loan deal to get round the profit and sustainability rules, which his agent confirmed. It's literally, you can't deny it. It's there in black and white. That's what he said. No. It's different. It's different. That's not the same. It's not the same. And then whenever it's someone else, whenever it's Aston Villa, when it's Everton, when it's City, when it's Newcastle, whenever it's one of those clubs that are not one of your clubs, it's always cheating. It's always you breaching the rules. You're cheating. And it's not right, mate, yeah? You all think that you can just do what you want. And whenever you guys do something, it's fine. Oh, it's fine that Arsenal signed David Raya on a loan deal with an option to buy to get around the profit and sustainability rules. But when it comes to Chelsea, when it comes to Aston Villa, when it comes to another one of these teams, it's blatant cheating. It's blatant cheating. Well, I'll tell you what's quite strange, yeah? Aston Villa, they've not come out and said they sold him for 20 million to get around profit and sustainability rules. Your player's agent has come out and said it in black and white. So why is there not an investigation on Arsenal? Why is there not an investigation on Arsenal? Because your guys actually admitted that was the reason why it was done. So again, it's all right for you, isn't it? it's all right for you, but then when it's someone else, it's always wrong. Same with United after their fan base as well. Not all of them, by the way. I'm just going to put it out there straight away. This isn't all the fans, a selection of their fans, yeah. But when you say it about United, after their fan base say, no, it's different, it's different. It's not the same with us. You literally breached FFP less than a year ago, mate. Oh, it was a minor breach. Oh no, don't worry, it's a minor. We only got fined 300 grand. It was because UEFA changed the rules. No, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. It's our same with Arsenal. Oh, no. That's just how loans work. That's just how loans work. It's not the same. And then soon as Aston Villa do something, cheats. Whenever Everton are doing something, cheats. Same with Newcastle, cheats. Same with City, cheats. You see how it works? It's just hilarious, mate. It's absolutely hilarious. And you can just see it clear as day. And they don't want to accept it. They can't see it with their own eyes. I'm sure there's loads of Aston Villa fans out there. Most of them will probably go, you know what? We probably have inflated the price. But what can they do? Nothing they can do. The rules allow it. What's the Prem going to do? Tell Aston Villa that no, he's not worth 20 million. How are you going to tell Aston Villa what the player's worth? You're going to start dictating what player values are worth now. You're going to tell Chelsea what they can spend on the player. No, they're not stupid. They probably know he's not worth 20 million, but at least they'll have the fucking confidence and just accept it and say, yeah, we're just that's how you get around the rules. The rules are stupid. We're getting around the rules. Whereas this is the problem with the other fan bases of the cartel, man. They can't accept it. It's always, no, we're the good club, man. We never do anything wrong. We're fine. It's all yous. There's just a difference, man. There's just a difference in the way that the fans of some of these clubs act. You know what I mean? They just think that they're perfect every single time, that they do nothing wrong. They're the best, and it's just fine. Do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculous. These rules, by the way, yeah, that are in place, they are literally just destroying this league, mate. Because every time there's a rule put in place, people will go around the rule, and it's not cheating. What Aston Villa have done in selling the player for 20 million quid is not cheating, because they've not broken the rules. Now, are they acting in good faith? Probably not, but I'm not being funny, mate. Yeah, but these whole rules are not really acting in good faith anyway, so who gives a shit about that? Aston Villa are doing what's best for their football club. Yeah, and if they found a way of getting around the rules that's not cheating, that's what they're going to do. That's what Chelsea have done when they've sold the hotels. I'm sure that's what City have done. I'm sure what every single team in this league should be doing. And by the way, they should be doing that, because they should be looking constantly to improve and get the best deals and get the best sponsors and get the best players and get the best amount of money and being the best football club that they can be. And if they're not constantly looking at that, then they're idiots. So there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. There's nothing wrong with what Arsenal did last year with signing David Raya on a loan deal to circumvent the profit and sustainability rules. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is the double standards that some of these fans have when they speak about their own team, and they've got clear bias, and they're sitting there saying, oh yeah, no, we're fine. And then when it comes to other clubs, nah, they're cheating. They're cheating. It is ridiculous. And it's a self-entitlement that some of these fans have. And again, I say it clearly. There's nothing wrong with what Arsenal did last year. There's nothing wrong with what Aston Villa have done. At the end of the day, the Premier League have got this rule in place which is causing these issues because the rule is crap. The profit and sustainability rule is crap. And people can say, oh, well, just close the loophole. Are you being serious, guys? Come on, man. There'll just be more and more loopholes. We're going to have loopholes forever. We've got the richest people who own these clubs. They've got the best accountants. They've got the best lawyers. Every club has access to the best lawyers and the best accountants. You close this loophole, there'll be another loophole. You close that loophole, there'll be another loophole. Now, we can go down that route. We can go down that road. That's absolutely fine. We can close. And by the way, I'll just say to you, how on earth are you going to close a loophole about player value? Huh? How the hell are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? How are you going to start telling football clubs what the players are worth? How are you going to do that? How are you going to start telling Aston Villa that they can't sell Omari Kellyman, yeah, for 20 million? How are you going to tell them that? They will be in court straight away, just like City have taken the Premier League to a tribunal. If the Premier League went to Aston Villa and said, you can't sell him for 20 million, that's clearly far too much money, you're doing this as a loophole, you think Aston Villa are going to accept that? They'll take them to a tribunal and they'll say there's no jurisdiction, there's absolutely no authority that gives you the right to tell us what we can sell a player for. Nothing that you can do. Honestly, man, we'll just be in court. This football, yeah. I tell you something, right? I feel sorry for younger fans who didn't see football before FFP, mate, because it was a much simpler place. And people go, oh, of course you'd say that because you're a City fan. You can spend what you want. City have maintained for years that they don't want to be spending 200 million every season. And if you look at our net spend over the last 3 or 4 years, it's not even that bad. I think we're like mid-table on net spend. If City wanted to spend more money, they could. They're not interested in spending 200-300 million a year. They don't need to, first of all, evidently, because we just won the treble 2 years ago. We won the league again, having bought Kovacic, Nunes, and Gvardiol and Doku. You know what I mean? And then selling Mahrez, selling King Laporte, selling Gundogan. Don't need to go out there and spend 200 million every transfer window. They're doing well enough with the current strategy. So I just feel that, like, what, you know, the football's just a mess, mate. And this rule of profit and sustainability is literally destroying it. And this loophole that Aston Villa are utilising, you can't close it. You can't close it. There's nothing you can do. You can close the loophole that Chelsea did of selling hotels if you want, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with Chelsea selling hotels if the rules allow it. If the rules allow Chelsea to sell a hotel, then they're the rules. They've not broke the rules, have they? If Aston Villa can inflate the player sale to 20 mil, they've not broke the rule because the rules allow it. You've created this mess. And again, I'll tell you what this is. This is, again, when people vote for shit that they don't fucking understand, mate. And people implement rules that they don't understand. And this happens in every walk of life, at every business. I guarantee, right, if you work for a corporate company, yeah, I've said this so many times, right, so allow it if you've heard it before. I guarantee you, if you work for a corporate company, you've worked in a team, and there's some knob who works in a different department whose job it is to come up with, like, process improvements or whatever. They don't speak to no one. They just come down one day and say, right, we got this new process that we all need you to start doing because it's better for the business. You just get it and you go, that's shit, mate. Yeah, I mean, you start doing it, makes everyone pissed off. It makes everything worse, slows down productivity. And then everyone goes, why is productivity? Because you brought in this stupid rule. And this is what happens, mate, when people bring in rules and then they don't look at the consequences. And they brought in the profit and sustainability rule, which is insane because no one makes a profit in this league. And sustainability is a load of nonsense as well. Yeah, I'll come on to that in a second. And they've not thought about the consequences. They've not thought about the fact that this rule incentivizes clubs to sell academy players, which I don't think is a particularly good thing. I don't know about you. I don't think clubs should be selling academy players. I think they should be trying to develop them and bring them into the first team. That's not what this rule incentivizes. It incentivizes selling academy players at all clubs, because you get the book value, you just get straight profit. No, is that a good thing? No. How are you going to stop clubs inflating, say, player sales? How are you going to do that? You're not going to be able to do it, man. So you're never going to be able to close this loophole. And you close the hotel loophole. There'll be more loopholes, mate. There'll be more loopholes every year. You'll see another club doing something. And what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do, mate. Yeah, and sustainability, yeah. Sustainability is the biggest con. The biggest con. Because this is what they've done, right? And we finally got to the truth. Yeah, City fans will know this. Opposition fans might not fully know because City fans have been dealing with this FFP for over a decade, yeah. So it's kind of nice that other fans are starting to wake up for it. It's took us a while, but it's a bit annoying that we've been here. When this FFP came in, yeah, they said it's to protect clubs from going bust. That's what they said, mate. That's what they was telling us. Yeah. And we all said from day one, is it balls, mate? No, it's not. You're doing this to protect the elite. No, we're not. We're doing it to protect clubs, man. To protect clubs. It's all about protecting clubs. You know, we don't want clubs to go bust, blah, blah, blah. Spend within your means, blah, 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 blah. Eventually, we've got to today Yeah, and it's quite evident, and they're even accepting it. No, we can't have clubs investing. We can't have it. You know, what I mean, it's not right. It's not right. You know, the Premier League won't be fair. So we've eventually got to the place that we already knew that we was at a decade ago. You just didn't have the balls to tell us. Now you're basically being forced into it because it's so obvious, and you keep changing the rule every year to try and stop everyone. You tried to stop City, that didn't really work. Now you try to stop Newcastle, that's not really working. Aston Villa and all these teams are now getting involved because they want to invest and they want to avoid profit and sustainability breaches. Yeah, even Arsenal last year with their signing of Raya, as already explained, they're all at it, mate. And sustainability, yeah, is the biggest con because what this does is effectively, if the top clubs can stay at the top, they have an excuse not to spend. Here's the thing. There's a couple of teams in this league that actually want to win and have owners that actually want to win. You look at City, we actually want to win. Sheikh Mansour is not bothered, right, about taking a dividend from Manchester City. Well, I'm not being funny, mate, yeah, but this guy's a trillionaire, billionaire, whatever. He's got cash in the bank, yeah. You don't need £50 million dividend. Whereas you've got the Glazers and that, and some other of these investors and owners who want to grow the size of the football club, etc., etc. Yeah, they're not interested in winning. Now the problem is for them, if there's no restrictions, and by the way, I'm not even saying I don't think there should be any restrictions. I don't know what I want at this point. I'm too confused. But if there's no restrictions, they have to spend because the fans will demand it. If the rules in place, their owners can just be like, oh well, we can't spend, lads, because of FFP, and the fans are like, oh, we can't do nothing. It gives owners a reason to not invest in the team. And that's what they want. Sustainability, bro, is the biggest con. They throw it out like, oh, we need to make sure. How many Premier League clubs have gone bust in the last 25 years? Since the Premier League started, yeah, how many Premier League clubs have gone bust while they're in the Premier League? I'm not talking about when they got relegated, because this is a Premier League rule. Yeah, I know the EFL have their own rule that might be similar, but this is a Premier League rule. How many Premier League clubs have gone bust while they're in the Premier League? Yeah. How many clubs have made a profit in the Premier League since the Premier League started? It's just the biggest con, and people lap it up, mate. Yeah, because they listen to pundits who just peddle the same narrative, and because people are sheep and they don't actually think to themselves, they don't actually look at it. They just come up with the same conclusion as somebody's pundits and somebody's sheep that just oh, it's to prevent. No, it's to do this, it's to do that. It's about keeping the clubs at the top. It's about preventing investment. So teams like Villa, teams like Newcastle can't spend the money to get up there, and they have to now sell players. If Newcastle have to sell Bruno Guimaraes, yeah, or however you say his name, it's the biggest disgrace this league's ever seen. It's a disgrace. They're owned by the richest people in the world, mate. If they have to sell Bruno, is that sustainability? That's a disgrace, mate. Yeah, it's a disgrace, and the rule is there to prevent teams from catching up. It's just a joke, mate, and it's the same with Villa. It's the same with all these teams. Do you know what I mean? And you've got United who are in what 600, 700 million pound debt. Where's the profit and sustainability there, mate? That's fine. And listen, clearly they can administer that debt. Clearly, that's not a problem right now for Man United. They can pay the debt interest, and because they've been in debt for so long, it's clearly not an issue. But it's still quite funny how you can have a club like them who are 700 million pound in debt and it's fine. But then like Aston Villa and Newcastle who just want to invest. No, you might have to sell some players. And by the way, any United fans, they should be backing me on that, by the way, because I don't think it's healthy to have your club 700 million pound in debt. I think you agree that's probably not a good thing, right? You want that to come down. I would imagine. I imagine you don't want your club to be in 700 million pound debt, just in case anything did happen. Not that I think it will. I think it'll be fine. But I think you would agree with me that that's not really healthy. You know what I mean? So I just think again, the whole thing is a madness. And if Newcastle have to sell players, that is just a joke, bro. That is just a joke. But this is the thing. People are too tribalistic about it. People are too biased. You know, you've got the David Raya's agent saying that the whole reason Arsenal signed David Raya on a loan deal with an option to buy is because they couldn't afford to sign him because of profit and sustainability rules. He said that. So Arsenal signed a player in a way that circumvented profit and sustainability rules. Nothing wrong with that. But then soon as another club does it, oh, you're cheating, you're cheating, you're cheating. It's just hilarious. Let's come to some of your guys' comments, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys smash a like. Big up to Off Meta. Says Rui Pinto found guilty in court of stealing data, then doctoring that data so he can blackmail people with that data for money. Say data more, e.g. extortion. Well, listen, I've seen a little bit of nonsense coming out again today. Apparently, this geezer's got more emails. Right. Well, first of all, yeah. Why not just release the emails, bro? What are you doing? Why are you just sitting on emails? Like, you're a weird guy, innit? You're a weird guy, bro. You're just sitting on emails. To release the emails. He's gonna keep drip feeding emails over the next century or what? Just get rid of the emails, mate. Like, bizarre to me. Find it bizarre. Weird kid. Professional Giat says these oh shit, bro. I don't know if I can say that in 2024, bro. These mutants are delusional of the highest level. No wonder why people don't like Red Cartel fans always throwing stones at glass houses. Well, they just don't. They don't like it, bro. Like, you throw something at them, and it's always no. Ours is fine. No. That's not as no. You got the wrong end of the stick. Half of these, by the way, look at some of these comments, mate, on this. On let me see if I'm bringing this up, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, literally, some of these Arsenal fans don't even know what they're talking about. They were saying no. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You're wrong. You are making that. So I put this about the Arsenal David Raya thing, right? And I've backed this up with factual information. Factual information. The facts is David Raya's agent said it, yeah? You're wrong. You are making that up to justify your team. Brentford wanted only to loan Raya to Arsenal for their PSR. Nothing to do with Arsenal. We signed him to the 27 million deal as soon as it become available. Okay. If that's the case, why is David Raya's agent saying it wasn't that? David Raya's agent is saying it's because Arsenal had some financial fair play issues. So who should I believe? Who should I believe? Should I believe some random Arsenal fan on Twitter? Yeah. Or should I believe David Raya's agent? I don't know about you guys, yeah, but I think I'm going to believe David Raya's agent. No disrespect to the guy, yeah. It might be ITK or something, but you know what I mean? I'm going to believe David Raya's agent, bro. Also, this thing as well about Arsenal wanting to test him out. Arsenal bid for David Raya in 2020. So clearly, Arsenal have been a long-term admirer for David Raya, and that's why they went for him. And again, there's nothing wrong with what Arsenal did. They signed a player within the rules by circumventing the rules. That's what Aston Villa have done in a different way. They've used a technique of potentially inflating the value. And by the way, there's absolutely no evidence that anyone can show me that they have inflated the player value. Maybe this Omari Kellyman is worth 20 mil. I don't know. You're the ones telling me that he's over. But by the way, yeah, all you Arsenal fans or all you Red Cartel mutants that are telling me that he's not worth 20 million. Also, how many times have you watched Omari Kellyman then? So, because you're telling me he's not worth 20 mil, how many times? So what, you sit there watching Aston Villa games? Aston Villa Academy games? Why are you sitting there watching Aston Villa Academy games for? Because you can't tell me he's not worth 20 million unless you've watched him. And I think you've got to watch him more than once. So what? You're just sitting there watching Aston Villa Academy games? Well, why? Why, bro? Why? That's weird. Unless you're an Aston Villa fan and you're watching Aston Villa Academy games, why are you watching pure Aston Villa Academy games? So again, you can't tell me that he's not worth 20 mil unless you've watched a lot of him. And if you watched a lot of him, I'd be like, why have you watched a lot of him? That's a bit weird anyway. Amar says, these deals are dodgy as fuck. Close the loophole. The problem is, Amar, how are you going to close it? How are you going to close it, bro? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? How are you going to close it? You can't start telling clubs what the players are worth. It'd be carnage. How are you going to say what a player's? What about if you've got the next Messi? What about you got the next Messi? Barcelona know he's the next Messi, and they go, right, we'll give you 50 mil. City are like, oh, I don't really want to leave. Don't really want to sell him, but he wants to go Barca. Barca want to pay 50 mil. What, are you going to tell City he's not worth 50 mil? He's the next Messi. Just letting some guy. It comes with football IQ. How about you tell United stop spending 90 million on Anthony, the fidget spinner, bro? Yeah? That's a dodgy deal. You want to investigate dodgy deals? I'll tell you some fucking dodgy deals, yeah? 90 million, yeah, for Anthony. I'll tell you some more dodgy deals, bro. How about investigate Pepe? What did they spend money on Pepe? 70 mil on Pepe, bro. Are you crazy? That's a fucking dodgy deal, mate. Yeah, how about checking the deal for Ramsdale? How much did they spend for him? 25 mil, only to bid him 2 years later. That seems like a bit of a dodgy deal. Now we can keep doing this. How about spending 35 million on Zinchenko, who can't even defend, mate? That's a dodgy deal. Or 50 million quid on Gabriel Jesus, who can't finish his dinner. And now you apparently want to sign another striker. That's not a dodgy deal. And by the way, yeah, some of these Arsenal fans think that Nketiah is worth like 35 mil. It's crazy, bro. They will literally sit there with a straight face and say, yeah, Nketiah is a bit shit. We want to sell him, but we think he's worth 35 mil. You what? 35 mil for Eddie Nketiah? If you sold Eddie Nketiah for 35 mil, I want that investigating then. Because this is what we can do. Again, this is what these fans do, mate. Like, I've not got a problem with any of these deals. But what I don't like is I don't like how some people will just sit there and look at their own club and just go, my club's fine, my club's this, my club's that. And then as soon as another club gets involved, it's all dodgy. I think all the clubs are doing dodgy shit, including my own. The difference is I don't sit here and pretend my club's this mad innocent club and everyone else is dodgy. And that's what these fans of these cartel clubs do. We're club's fine. We do everything by the book. Ours is legit. David Raya's fine. That's just a normal deal. But Aston Villa bad. Aston Villa this. Newcastle this. City this. It's just two-faced, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You want to do dodgy deals? All right, let's go through the whole transfer activity. You know what? Let's do that, yeah? Let's go through some of Arsenal's transfer deals. How about fucking Fabio Vieira? What's he doing? What was that, 35 mil? I want to investigate that deal, mate. That seems like a dodgy deal. Didn't they sell some striker as well? Who's that striker they sold? Didn't they get big cash for him? Who's that striker they sold, man? I swear they sold a striker for big cash. You know what I mean? Let me have a look. Who did they sell last year? Transfers, all transfers. Right, who did they sell last year, yeah? Balogun. Sold him for 30 mil, bro. 22. Had one decent year in League One, scored 21 goals, and all of a sudden it's worth 30 mil. Is that not that's what I mean? Like who is that not dodgy? How are you going to decide what's a dodgy deal? That's not a dodgy deal, is it? But this one is. Again, unless you've watched Omari Kellyman a multiple amount of times, you cannot tell me he's not worth 20 mil unless you've watched him. Does it stink? Yeah, it does stink. Is it dodgy? Probably is dodgy. But unless you have the facts and unless you have watched him multiple times, you cannot categorically say it is a dodgy deal. You can say it kind of looks dodgy. And even if it is dodgy, what are you going to do about it, bro? Because you can't prove it. You can't prove it, bro. Oh, we'll close the loophole. How are you going to close the loophole? The only way of closing the loophole is to start telling clubs what they can sell the players for. And if that happens, fucking hell, Premier League will be in court every day, mate. They're already at record levels of lawyer spend and solicitor fees. They're not going to accept, they're not going to be able to do anything about this. And this is where I come back to the original point, is where are we going with these rules? Where are we going? Because you can try it. I don't see how you can fix this, by the way. I don't see how you can close this loophole. But let's say, for example, they do close the loophole. There'll be another loophole. And then that loophole will get closed. And then there'll be another loophole. And we'll just keep on having the same conversation year after year after year after year. The rules are crap, mate. I've told you from day one what should happen. Yeah. There should be every club should have an escrow account, and they've got to put in 1 year's operating expenses into the escrow account that's not touchable by the club or the owner unless the owner pulls out. And if the owner says, I don't want nothing to do with anything, you've got 1 year of full funds to be able to run the club whilst you look for a new owner. That's what should happen. And if a club wants to spend 200 million, 300 million in a transfer window, crack on, mate. Crack on. Because ultimately, That's the only way I truly. And by the way, that way you protect the clubs from going bust because you've got a year's worth of operating expenses, and you allow fair competition. You allow teams to spend the money. You allow teams to invest and get better, and you stop clubs from having to sell the best players just to meet some shit rule, bro. That's what should happen. Now you can't implement that rule overnight because some of the bigger clubs, Arsenal, City, United, Liverpool, all these clubs, the wage bills are higher. They're bigger clubs. They've got more operating expenses. So you're going to have to give them a long period of time to meet the rules. Yeah. And it's going to have to be probably more than 5 or 6 years. I'd say a decade. And by the way, people say a decade, LB. That's a long time. The rules have been in over a decade, mate. If we would have done this in the first place back in 2011, we would have had all this sorted by now. But we've gone around this for a decade, changing the rules every year. We're still in a place where the rules are still crap. I guarantee everyone thinks these rules are dead. Even if you agree in principle, you probably think these rules are not the right rules. If we would have just done this in the first place, we would have been chilling by now. For me, you've got to give the clubs at least a decade to get this money in. And by the way, if the clubs don't put the money in by the end of the period, I think fans will accept point deductions because clearly, say for example, if I take my club, yeah, say City don't meet that and they don't put the money in their account in the decade, and we get to the date and the Premier League say City have not put the money in the account, we're giving them a 10-point deduction. I'd accept that. You know why? Because I'll be blaming my club. I'll be looking at my club and say, hang on a minute, these rules are here to protect my club from going bust, and you've not put the money in the account. So if you ever get off, yeah, the money's not there to run the club for the year while we look for another owner. So you're putting my club at risk by not putting the money in the account. I'd accept that, and I think all fans would. But fans don't accept this point deductions. Forest fans don't accept it. Everton fans don't accept it because the rules are not right. The rules are not fair. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. And like I say, man, you got these fans, yeah. You got the fans of the Red Cartel, and they just can't accept it. They can't accept that their clubs do exactly the same things, but when their clubs do it, it's all fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But when anyone else does it, it's cheating. It's this. It's that. Big up to City Star says Arsenal fans hate UAE, but stadium is the Emirate. Mate, this is what I mean. This is what I actually feel sorry for some Arsenal fans, right? Because you got some Arsenal fans out there, yeah, who are just normal people who just get it, just want to talk football, yeah, and they just and some of these fans, yeah, oil money and all this, bro. Your stadium's literally sponsored by Emirates, bro. How dumb do you have to be? Do you know what I mean? Wild, man. Big up Bevel, man. Listen, we're going to get a show soon, hopefully. Says that LB spitting truth, same with multi-club ownership. City do it, we cheat. United do it, and it's okay. It's also just a fundamental lack of knowledge. How many United fans, including Goldbridge, by the way, who's the biggest United platform out there, didn't even know that Savio wasn't owned by Girona. It was owned by Troyes, mate, in France. But why can City sign Savio, but United can't sign our player from our sister club? Do you really need that explaining? That's because Savio doesn't play for Girona. He plays for Troyes. Troyes are not in the Champions League. City are. That's fine. If Savio was owned by Girona, yeah, then we wouldn't be able to sign Savio. The reason you can't sign your player is because you're in the same competition. Oh, but City done this on purpose. That's the whole reason. Savio should have been owned by Girona. Hang on a minute. Did you really expect Girona to finish in the top 4 this season? They finished fucking 10th last year, mate. What are you talking about? Do you really think City and everyone out there thought Girona was going to finish in the top 4? Are you crazy? It's one of the biggest surprises out there this season. No one knew they were going to finish in the top 4. So, based off of that, there was no reason for City not to put, or the City model, the City group, there was no reason for City not to put him at Girona. If Girona wanted to own Savio, they could have. I don't think City sat there at the start of the season and went, oh, well, we can't put Savio on the books of Girona because Girona finished in the Champions League and Savio cooks, then City can't buy him. First of all, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Savio's 19. And I very much doubt that City were even looking at Savio being a Manchester City player this summer, based off the fact that they've got Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Doku, and Oscar Bob. Right. So that's the first thing. Was it really realistic that City were even thinking that last summer? And then again, did City really honestly think that Girona was going to finish top 4? No. It's really not difficult, man. It's not everything's a conspiracy, lads. Do you know what I mean? Gordon Ramsay move over, LB cooking. They just make it too easy, bro. They make it too easy, man. Honestly, it's crazy, bro. Big up to you, man. Hopefully you're well, bro. Did you see McCullough and Booth's argument? Guy's a clown. I didn't, bro. I didn't. The thing is, though, he's another one. He's another one, man, that just doesn't like. It's just wild, bro. Like, again, his club fine. His club fine. His club can do whatever he wants. But whenever it's someone else, it's bad. Do you know what I mean? It's just crazy. That club, yeah, spent over £1 billion. £1 billion since Fergie left. Fine. They're in a £700 million debt, whatever it is. It's fine. Whenever it's someone else, nah, it's not right. It's not right. FFP, sports washing, and all this kind of shit. Yeah, fucking weird, man. Big up to AK, says red clubs do it, but it's okay when we do it. Cheats. The thing is, you know what it is, AK, as well? Like, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Everyone's at it, mate. Everyone's at it. Sign a player to circumvent a rule. Unless the rule prohibits it, there's nothing wrong with it. Because you're not broken the rule. You circumvented it. Is it bad taste? Is it morally right? Probably not. But guess what? Morals, yeah, it's not right. If it shouldn't be happening, put it in the rule book. I'm not being funny yet. Oh, but LB, the Premier League didn't know that this was going to happen. Eh? Are you fucking joking me, mate? Yeah, I'm not being funny, yeah. But when they bring in these rules, do you not think they go to like their legal department and go, right, these are the rules that we're introducing? Do you not think they go there and say to the legal department, like, come on, talk to me, mate. Like, what's going on here? How could teams get around this? And if they don't, then they're fucking dumb anyway. Any rule that the Premier League brings in will go to a legal department and there should be a load of stuff. What they should do, yeah? You know what? You know, you heard of hackers, right? You heard of white hat hackers. I believe white hat hackers, yeah? They're employed by companies to hack them. To hack them. So, like, Microsoft will pay a hacker to hack them and say, right, hack me. And if you hack me, tell me how you did it, and then we can prevent it from happening. The Premier League should go to like a group of people and say, right, you're a football club. This is the rule. Get round it. Get round the rule, bro. This is the rule. Get round it. And when you get round it, show me how you did it, so then we can prevent it from happening. But you think these rules are just going to play nice? You know, mate. They're multi-million pound businesses. Some of them are worth billions of quid, as you've seen with the United deal. They're just going to sit there and be like, oh, well, there's a rule in place. We can actually go around the rule and it'll be really good for us. It could potentially, benefit us millions of dollars and we can get this guy or we could do this sponsorship deal. But morally, we probably shouldn't do it. These are billionaires, mate. Yeah, I'm not being funny. These are the richest people on the planet. Some of them have probably earned the money through very sketchy, very dodgy ways. They don't care about people. They don't care about us. They don't care about the fans. If they did, they wouldn't put the price of the tickets up. Yeah? If they did, they wouldn't put the price of the tickets up to 70, 80 quid. Fulham wouldn't be charging some of the highest season ticket prices in the country, Fulham, if the owners cared about us. They don't care. They're here to grow their business. And if they can find a way to help do that by just going around the rule, then they're going to do it. So the Premier League should have people, in place to try and breach or go around the rule. And then when they do that, they can potentially fix the rule. They won't do that, man. Because they're dumb. They're all dumb. Yeah? I swear down, I do a better job of running this Premier League than this Richard Masters, bro. I guarantee I do a better job, mate. Yeah? Because this fucking guy's an idiot, mate. He's an idiot. I mean, he's not going to be in his job much longer. Let's be honest. I'm surprised he's not resigned or been fired, bro, because everyone hates him. Let's be real. Everyone hates this guy. I mean, City probably hate him because of what's happened with the 115. Everton, Forest all probably hate him. Villa, Newcastle probably don't like the guy. The Red Cartel probably don't like him because he's ultimately failed in what he's meant to do, which is protect them. So, it's... I'm surprised he's still there. Man U fans are fuming that Everton didn't sell Branthwaite to them for 35 mil. Arsenal fans are fuming. that Villa didn't sell Douglas Luiz to them. Well, this is the thing with the Branthwaite deal. Again, who is anybody, yeah? Who is anybody to tell Everton what they can sell Branthwaite for? Who is anyone to tell Everton what they can sell Branthwaite for? The only people that decide what Branthwaite is worth is Everton. If Everton sit there, yeah, and go, he's worth 100 million quid, then he's worth 100 million quid, bro. Pay the money or don't pay the money. You can't sit there and bid 35 million quid, yeah, and then cry that he's not worth 35 mil. He's worth what Everton are prepared to sell him for. Again, what you want to do, you want to have some independent panel that are going to start telling clubs what the players are worth. Is that what you want? That's never going to happen, bro. The Premier League are being caught every day by every club whenever a bid is made. At the end of the day, yeah, the clubs determine the value of the player. And if the second club decides that they're going to meet it, then this player will be sold. If they don't want to meet it, then move on. You can't bully clubs into accepting lower deals. 35 mil for Branthwaite's a crazy price, bro. It's getting him for 35 mil. It's mad. I don't know where some of these people what they're even thinking of. 35 mil in 2024, bro. We bought John Stones for 50 mil in 2017. Now I don't think Branthwaite's as good as John Stones, but inflation and that it's probably still worth around 50 mil anyway, minimum. Everton fans will probably have a do at me for that. They probably think that's a little bit low. I'm just saying minimum, lads. You know what I mean? Minimum. So the whole thing again is just crazy, bro. It's crazy. English refs are embarrassment to the sport. Facts, bro. Facts. I've said this for a while, yeah. And they have done it once. Well, they have done it with that Jared, yeah. Why in this country, right? Why in this country, yeah? Do we not just... We say we have the best league, right? We got the most... Well, the league has the most money. Why have we got English refs? Why can't we just go and get the best refs from around the world? Why can't we have an Indian ref, bro? Why can't we have an American ref? Or a Spanish ref? Why can't we just go and get the best refs? Why do we have to have English refs? It makes no sense, bro. Like this Jared guy's coming, and to be honest with you, I can't really remember too many games that he's refed us where he's had a bad game. Some of you guys might, like other fans of other clubs in this chat might be like, nah, he refed us and he was bad. But like, I don't understand why in this country we only have English. Just go and get the best refs from around the world. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. They paid a lot of money as well, like in this country, referees. So that referees around the world will probably jump at the chance to referee in the Prem, mate. Well, I assume they probably will. I mean, you know what I mean? You're going to get more money and you referee in the best league in the world, apparently. So they'll probably jump at the chance for it. Go and do it, man. The truth is, these English refs, bro, yeah. Honestly, mate. Horrendous. Big up Chicken Wings says, the mighty Girona, I couldn't believe that bum said City did it on purpose. Don't let the mutants get to you. Nah, the mutants don't get to me, bro. I find it hilarious. Again, people think that the reason that Savio was only on loan at Girona is because it was so City could sign him. Again, if you actually think about what that means City must have thought that last year Savio was going to have such a good season that he could compete with Grealish, Doku, Bernardo, and Oscar Bob, yeah? And that they also thought Girona was going to finish top 4. You know how mad that is? Yeah? That league, right? La Liga. If you look at the table, bro, that league has Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Athletic Club, Real Sociedad, Valencia, Villarreal, Real Betis. Like, you're telling me this City, yeah? By the way, Girona finished 10th last season. They won 13 matches. So you really think that City sat there and gone, you know what, lads? I think Girona are going to finish top 4. You what? They won 13 games, bro. 13 games. They had the worst defense in the top 11 of La Liga in 2022-2023. They had the worst defense in the top 11 in 2022-2023. They didn't win a single game in the last 5 matches. They had a goal difference of 3. They lost 15 matches. And you thought, what, City were like, oh yeah, this team's going to get top 4, so we need to make sure that Savio's only at Girona on loan These guys, man, honestly. It's crazy, bro. Not disagreeing with you, Lewis, but y'all in the UK are lucky I spent over $700 for me and my mother to go to one NBA game. Yeah. Nah, I hear that all the time, bro, about America. The point is, bro, is if the billionaires cared about the fans, they wouldn't keep on putting the prices up. And I know, obviously, we've got it better than you guys. Yeah, I get that 100%. But the point is, if the owners cared about the fans, they wouldn't keep on putting up the ticket prices. Merch won't cost 70, 80 quid to buy a top, a t-shirt, a t-shirt. Yeah. How much money, yeah? You want to get political, yeah? How much money are they paying this guy, yeah, to make this t-shirt, bro? Because whenever I look in the shirt, it's always made in like Vietnam, bro. Yeah. Or Thailand and that. I'm spending 80 quid on that shirt. You know what they want to do, yeah? They want to start telling me how much the poor guy who's making the shirt's getting. This is why everyone's going on DHgate, by the way, yeah? Because they're charging 80 quid. Now, if they said to us, yeah, we're charging 80 quid, mate, but we're paying the guy in Thailand good wage, then people might be accepting it. Are they doing that? Are they balls, mate? Yeah. They're putting the prices up. They're putting the prices up of the tickets. They're putting the prices up of the merch. They don't care about the fans. They pretend like they do, but they don't care about the fans. And this is all the big clubs, bro. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I remember when that Arab guy wanted to buy United for 5 billion, invest in their club. Why have $1 billion oil tycoon if he can't invest? Math ain't mathing, and they were twerking for him. Yeah, a lot of these fans were twerking for him, bro. You know what I mean? They what, you know what I mean? A lot of them do. A lot of them twerk for it, man. But you know what? I ain't got a problem with it. You know, people be like, "Oh, human rights, human rights, human rights." I get it. Like at the end of the day, like, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, because you're sports washed. No. It's just because I don't know what's going on, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm a 29-year-old guy, yeah, who just grew up watching football. Now y'all want me to know what's going on in Abu Dhabi and Dubai and all this shit, yeah. And I guarantee, yeah, if United would have been bought by Qatar, United fans would have got this as well. Oh, you need to know what's going on in the country and that. It's like, well, I just want to be a fan, mate. These people just want to be a fan. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with all the owners, the American owners. How far do you go up there? How connected are they? What do they own? It's just crazy, bro. It's just like, you know what I mean? People now are expected to know everything that's going on. People expected to know everything that's going on. And if you don't know everything that's going on, you're sports washed. Guess what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, before we got bought by Abu Dhabi, I didn't even know this country existed, bro. Yeah, I didn't even know what Abu Dhabi was. I never heard of it in my life. Guess what? I still know fuck all about it. Yeah, I know it's next to Dubai, bro. Yeah, that's about it. Oh no, I do know something. They got Ferrari World. Why? Because my barber cut my hair and he went there to Ferrari World. Right? That's it. That's all I know. They've owned us 15 years. What? So am I sports wash now? I'm not sports wash, bro. I don't care. You know what I mean? I follow the club, City. That's it. If Sheikh Mansour left tomorrow and we got a new owner, I ain't following Sheikh Mansour, bro. You know what I mean? I'm supporting City, bro. And this is the thing, man. People expect all these fans now to do all this shit. And if you don't, then you're sports washed. It's wild, bro. It's crazy situation. Right, I want to have a look at my bookmarks, man, because I bookmarked a few things in it. I bookmarked a few things, man. And I know, I know a lot of people in the chat get very passionate about this. A lot of fans in the chat won't agree with everything I'm saying. Cool, no problem. It's about opinions in it. It's a little bit annoying that people start to do insults and shit. Don't really know why people do that. All we're doing is talking football. I have an opinion. Some other people have an opinion. They decide to go down an insult. You know, I mean, this is the thing. It's like, well, I was tweeting today, having some conversations and that, and I'm just putting my opinion across, and people don't like it. They start throwing insults out there, and it's like, bro, we're just having a conversation, mate. We're just having a conversation. I'm saying this, you're saying that, but then you start throwing insults out there, innit? Start saying all this shit, and it's just like, you're weird, man. That's why I think they're mutants, innit? You're not a mutant if you disagree, by the way. You're a mutant if you disagree and then just start being mutated about it. You know what I mean? I think them the rules. We'll have to check with Lee Gunner in it. Listen, we'll have to check with Lee Gunner. What actually defines a mutant? I don't know. I robbed it from Lee. because I seen it. I opened my eyes. We live in 2024. Football is going downhill. It's all about more money, more games, more expensive tickets, more merch, more BS tournaments. Well, here's the thing here, Science. Where's it stop, bro? Where's it stop? Because you're absolutely spot on about the more games and that, yeah. And I think we're reaching a point of I don't think they can cram any more in. After this Club World Cup, I don't think you can cram any more in. And by the way, yeah, they're still trying. They're trying to do it with the World Cup as well. Facts, facts. World Cup every 4 years. Yeah. Now they're trying to make it every 2 to 3 years. Why? Because they want more money. And you know what's so funny, bro? I'd respect it, yeah. I'd respect it if they come out and were like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna make more money in it. You know what I mean? If we do it every 3 years than every 4 years. Well, you know what they do? They come out and they try and justify it. They say, oh yeah, it's better if it's every 3 years. We can you know what they do? You know what they do? Oh yeah, we can make it to more third world countries and help develop more places. You know what I mean? And help the economy in some more, deprived area. Fuck off, mate. What you think I'm 12? Do you think I was born yesterday? You think the reason that really you're doing the World Cup every 2 to 3 years is because you want to help some country that's struggling? You think we're fucking idiots? It's mad, bro. It's crazy, mate. Yeah? It's a madness. And by the way, there will be Premier League games in the USA. There will be Premier League games in the USA or some sort of game. Maybe if we get an independent regulator, they'll ban it. But there'll be some game. There'll be some game in the USA. Yeah, whether it's a Champions League game or something like that. And by the way, it won't just be the USA. Saudi will pay the money to take a match there. And I say this, yeah. I said this all the time, and I need to say this all the time. And fans who have heard me say this before might be like, "Why do you keep saying that?" But I need to say this because if there's an American or someone in the chat that's never heard us talk about it, they need to be aware. If City or your club that you support, you might not be a City fan, you might be an Arsenal fan, whatever, have a game in America that's a Premier League game or something, go to it, bro. Go to it. Because I'm not sitting here saying that you shouldn't go. Should there be a Premier League game in America or Saudi Arabia? Absolutely 100% not. But if there is, go to it, bro. Don't be doing none of this. Oh, I'm American, but I'm not going to go because I'm City through and through and I'm sticking up for the boys back in Manchester. Nah, fuck that, yeah. Go to the game, enjoy it. The battle's not with you. Yeah, you're not part of the problem. It's not my fault you was born in Florida and not Manchester or Blakely or whatever. Yeah, you were born where you are, but you go to the game, mate. You enjoy it, yeah, and let us know how good it was. My beef's not with you. The beef's not with you. It's with the people moving it over there. And this is the facts. They're just about generating the profits. And here's the funny thing, mate. Here's the funny thing, yeah. Here's the funny thing about the whole money thing, yeah. Is if football's getting more and more money, and City are getting more and more money, and everyone's getting more money, Arsenal are getting more money, why is there a cap on what we can spend? Where's that money going? So City generate 800 million quid, yeah? And obviously we're all aware, most of you guys will now be aware that it's looking highly likely that going forward, the amount of money that we can spend is going to be limited and tied to the 20th place team in like TV money and that, yeah? So we're not going to be able to spend that 800 million quid. Where's that money going? Where's that money going? Oh, it's going to the owners. That's right, innit? It's going to the owners, bro. Because they can't spend it on the players. And I tell you this, they're certainly not going to give it to you, the fans. What, you really think that a club is going to go, you know what, lads? We made 800, 900 million pound revenue this year, yeah? But we could only spend 400 million because this club at the bottom only made this much money. So we've got all this money spare. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you all your money back for the ticket prices. We're going to discount the shirts to 40 quid this year instead of 80 quid. We're going to pay for everyone's travels to go on away days and Champions League. And we're going to pay for the flights. No. And that's why these owners love these rules. Because it stops them from spending on players. They have an excuse. FSG will be creaming themselves about these rules. Because let's be real, yeah, FSG don't actually want to win. They don't want to win. They don't want to win. They don't. They'll be creaming themselves because now, when Liverpool fans say, spend money, we need to spend money to catch up to Arsenal, we need to spend more money to catch up at City, they'll go, sorry, lads, we can't spend money. FFP, sustainability. Meanwhile, creaming the profits in, yeah? Where's the money going? This is why I just don't back it. And it's the same reason why I don't back the salary cap for players. Because where's the money going? It's going to the owners, the billionaires, because they don't want to win, bro. This is why City against it, because he's not asked about the cash. Sheikh Mansour is not on the phone to Khaldoon saying, listen, Khaldoon, yeah, when am I getting my £20 million a year dividend, bro? I got fucking petrol to pay for all my G-Wagons. You think he's sitting there saying that? I don't think he needs a £20 million dividend, mate. But some of these other owners are not that asked about winning and are therefore either dividends or capital appreciation in the growth of the business because their cash is just mounting and mounting and mounting. They're loving it because that makes the club worth more money. Honestly, bro, let me tell you, yeah, the sustainability rules are the biggest load of nonsense going. The biggest load of nonsense going. And people lap it up and think it's a good thing. It's an awful thing. It keeps the top clubs at the top. By the way, it's my club included. My club is now in a better place with FFP. In theory, there are obviously some downsides to it than without FFP. Why? Because if FFP wasn't here, Newcastle would spend money and they'd be a threat to Manchester City. Villa would spend money and they'd be a threat to Manchester City. Maybe Arsenal might spend more money. Whereas realistically now, who's City's title rival next year? Arsenal. Maybe Liverpool. Highly doubt it. Why? Newcastle might have to sell Bruno. Disgrace. Disgrace. It's a disgrace, man. Shocking. And it's just crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like, how will people look at these rules and think that they're fair? They're not fair. They never have been fair. City fans have been telling you they're not fair for a decade, and no one wanted to listen. Whereas now it's affecting everyone. Everyone's now waking up. And listen, I am a little bit annoyed that it's taken a decade for fans to realise this, but better late than never, yeah? But you've all lied to us, not fans. All the pundits lied to us. All these people for the last decade have been sitting there saying, oh no, the rules are just to protect clubs from going bust. Well, it's been 10 years, but now we've finally got the truth out. It's not about stopping clubs from going bust. It's about preventing clubs from spending money to reach the top. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. And it took a while, but we finally got there, yeah? Yeah, that Pinto guy, a bit of a weird fella. Bit of a weird fella. Should I buy a digital piano and learn piano chat? Guys, you can answer that question, innit? You can ask in that question. KG, nah. I told you before, bro. I literally have no idea anything about UAE, bro. I've never been. I've never been to the United Arab Emirates, mate. I've never been to Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. No clue whatsoever. Now, you can say I'm sports washed. Well, if I'm sports washed, I was sports washed in 2005 before we were bought because I knew nothing about Abu Dhabi then and I know nothing about them now, bro. You know what I mean? What do you want me to do? Like, I'm not being funny, mate, yeah, but it's not my responsibility to call shit like that out. We have a fucking government. Now, as shit as they may be, it's their job, bro. Not a fan who goes to watch football matches. Do you get me? And this is what pisses people off. People are just ordinary fans, yeah? They go to work, they work hard, they go and watch some football, and then they go home. And now fans are being, told that they need to do all this shit. It's not our responsibility, mate. We're just here to watch football, bro. And again, people will say that sounds like someone that's sports washed. Well, I'm not being funny, bro, yeah? But again, I know nothing about Abu Dhabi now. And I knew nothing about him in 2005 before we were owned by Abu Dhabi. So I was sports washed then, wasn't I? Do you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Nine Men, big up, says, hypocrisy. It's the same with us. Infantino only comes to Africa to collect votes, 57 countries, and talk shit about development when he does nothing. This is what these people do, yeah? They're rats. They're rats. You seen that video, yeah, that funny video? Shanice, your mouth move like yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut it, please. Yeah? Fucking Infantano, bro. That's him. That's him in the back of the taxi, bro, yeah? Yappa, 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 yappa. Today I feel. You're a fucking weirdo, mate. That's what you are, yeah? That's what you are, bro. You're a weirdo, bro. And you're a liar. And you go around to all these countries, yeah, pretending that you help them all and that. Scum, mate. I'm telling you, the scum of the earth, these people. The scum of the... I'd rather them, yeah, just be out there and just be like, yo, we're here to make as much money as possible. This is the problem with FIFA, right? FIFA are non-profit, yeah, apparently. Apparently, guys, yeah, FIFA are a non-profit organisation. This is the problem. Because they're obviously fucking not, mate. You know what I mean? I'd be more open to it if FIFA just come out and be like, listen, our job as FIFA is to grow football as big as possible so we make as much money as we can. I'll be like, oh, fair dues. Fair dues. That's game is the game, innit? Business is business. But they pretend. They pretend like Nari Men's saying there with the super chat. They pretend. They go around to all these countries and be like, listen, we're gonna sort you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Just vote for us, mate. Just vote for us. We'll do all this if you vote for us. They're mutants, bro. Yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut it, please. This is what they do. It's crazy, bro. And listen, if you've seen the FIFA documentary, yeah, if you've seen the FIFA documentary on Netflix, I know this is going back a decade, but listen, when you've got a rat infestation, it's difficult to get rid of, bro. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to get rid of. Yeah. Why are the rats still in New York City, mate? The gigantic rats that everyone talks about in New York. Why? Because it's difficult to get rid of, bro. You think if they could have got rid of the rats in New York, they wouldn't have done it by now? You think they wouldn't have done it by now? If the pest control in New York went, why don't we just do this? This will get rid of all the rats. You think they wouldn't have just gone, oh, let's do that then? They don't do it because they can't get rid of the rats, mate. And this is the problem with FIFA and all these organizations. Yeah. UEFA, all these people, yeah. The rat infestation is there. They can't get rid of it, bro. They can't get rid of it. And listen, if you've not watched that FIFA documentary on Netflix, watch it. It's a disgrace. Yeah. What they did to that team for the Caribbean. You remember that? That guy who ran that shit? The American guy, the big lad. Yeah. Honestly, man. If anyone ever says to you, yeah, vote for me, I'll help you. Or, you know, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Red flag, bro. Red flag. Red flag. People who help people do the thing, you know what I mean? They don't chat about it. Don't say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. They just do it and get on with it. They just help people. Yeah? People who go to food kitchens and provide food for the homeless. They do it. They do it. They get the job done. They do it. They cook the food. They give the people to the people, you know, people who are cleaners and go and pick up litter picking. They go and do it, yeah? All the charity workers, the aid workers, various different conflicts going on around the world right now. All the aid workers, they go and they do it. They don't go and go, all right, lads, I know you're all struggling. We'll be back in a year to give you some shit. No, that's not wash. You've got to deliver, mate. So anyone that says, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to help you, mutants. And anyone says that and then asks for a vote, be very careful, bro. Now, I'm going to be careful what I say in it because I know there's an election coming up in this country, yeah, and people get fired up about it. Now, luckily, I don't give a shit about all the politics and that because I think they're all mugs, personally. Yeah, I don't want to get involved in all that conversation. But when people say, oh, you vote for us and we'll do this, you vote... Be very careful. Be very careful. I miss football, not this crap, bro. Before FFP, man. Before FFP. Never used to have these convos, bro. I wonder what it must be like to be at like school or college now. Because when I was a kid growing up, there was none of this. There was none of this. We used to go to school, yeah? We used to go to school, Massum. I'm sure you was the same, bro. And you'd just be speaking about the football at the weekend. Oh, I want that mint goal. Want that mint goal. What do you think of this manager? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Very rarely talk about refereeing decisions. Very rarely. I'm sure it was the same at work and all that shit, yeah, for the older viewers. Like, That's all you used to speak about. Whereas now, I can't lie, man. I can't lie. Like, I wonder what people speak about now. Do they even speak about football? Probably not, man. They probably speak about VAR and they probably speak about FFP and all that. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'm telling you, yeah, I'm calling it right now. And maybe I'm a bit late, but I'm calling it anyway. Football, football is becoming a trading card game. A trading card game. What you on about, LB? What you mean? You remember the cards that you used to get as a kid? You used to go shop, you used to buy a pack of cards, Panini cards, and all that crap. Yeah, you used to open a pack, you used to get players, and you used to have a book, and you have to fill each team with all the players. Yeah, and you used to go around with your mates, and you used to trade cards. Oh, I've got an extra De Bruyne. I've got an extra De Bruyne, but I need this guy. You've got him. Can you swap me? Yeah, I'll swap you. Boom, boom, boom. That's what football's becoming. It's becoming a trading card game with rules about spending. You can only spend on so many packs. Imagine how long it would have took you to fill up your book if when you went to the corner shop to buy a packet of cards, the guy went, "Soz, mate, can't sell you another pack of cards, bro, because you've already bought too many packs this week. Come back next week." You what? It's my money, mate. If I want to spend a pack, if I spend my money that I've earned on a pack of cards, then it's my. Who are you to tell me that? Match attacks, innit? Match attacks. Yeah, this is the truth, man. You need to be a lawyer, an accountant, a fine expert. Bro, bro, you missed the maddest one. I need to be a geopolitical expert, bro. Oh, LB. What did you make of that trade deal Abu Dhabi done with fucking Madagascar? You fucking what, mate? What were you talking about? Oh, LB, Abu Dhabi's just got a free trade deal with Canada. What do you think about that? You fucking what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And if I say, "Oh, I don't know, mate," oh, it's sounding a bit sports wash there, LB. I don't know what to make of the trade deal with Canada. Oh, sounding a bit sports washed, LB. Oh, all right, never been to Abu Dhabi. Probably couldn't point to them on a map if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I know nothing about the country apart from the fact it's got Ferrari World. Yet all of a sudden, I'm sports washed. Honestly, man, for real, bro. I'm sports washed. Me, I might actually be sports washed. It's crazy. One day I'm going to go Abu Dhabi though. I'm going to go Abu Dhabi, yeah. I'm going to get a photo outside Ferrari World, and I'm going to put it on Twitter and just put sports washed. I'm going to do it, man, for real. FIFA are so corrupt, so unfortunate that there is an opposite organisation that can take over and save football from these vultures. The problem is, bro, if something like that happened, the media would just brand them bad for the game because FIFA would make that happen. I agree 100% with what you're saying there, bro. 100%. It will never happen, though. It will never happen, bro. And the reason it will never happen is because if anyone tried to do that, it'd just get shut down, bro. It'd get shut down. It's bad for football. It's this, it's that. You're destroying the game. Because FIFA would just basically tell everyone to do that. And then they'd all do it. Because they know. FIFA would say, if you don't do this, we'll restrict your access. We'll restrict your access if you don't do it. To all the media. Oh, ITV, BBC, if you don't say this, then we'll restrict your access. No, they'll just put out, they'll just stay the standard shit, innit? You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like the you know what I mean? It's like the Club World Cup, but not the Club World Cup. It's like the Super League. The Super League was shut down. And listen, I'm not saying the Super League was a good thing or whatever, but like there was no discussion about it. There was no one who did anyone say on national television when that Super League come in say, I don't really think it's the right thing, but let's have a debate about it. Let's talk about it. Could we make some tweaks to the proposed Super League to get it through? No. Everyone. All the media was like, no, we can't do this. We've got to cancel it right now. There was no discussion. There was no debate. There was no fan engagement. It was just cancel this right now. Now, again, I'm not saying that necessarily we should have had the Super League, but could there not have been a debate? No, there couldn't have been a debate because FIFA and UEFA shut the thing down, mate. The broadcasters all got involved, but there wasn't one single person who come out and said, I'm in favour for the Super League I saw on national telly. Why? Because they would have all been told you can't say that. Again, I'm not saying that the Super League was the good thing. My point is they will never allow someone else to run football. They just won't allow it. And they won't even allow us to get to a debate stage. They won't even allow us to get to a debate stage. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, UEFA do that thing, don't they, where they say, "Oh, we'll give an extra place to the team with the highest coefficient. So if you finish 5th, you'll get Champions League based off of coefficient. We're going to increase the amount of teams so we have more matches." Why do you think they got more matches? I'll give you one guess why you think they've got more matches in the group stage. You think it's for entertainment value? You think it's to entertain us? You think it's so we get to see more football and we're all entertained? Because we're all so bored in our lives that we need more football. No, it's because more matches for UEFA equals ding, 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 more money. Honestly, man, it's too funny, you know. It's too. I could speak about this, yeah, all day, because I find the whole thing so amusing. I find it so amusing. And it does my head in, yeah, because it's like when you open your eyes and you think for yourself, it's an amazing place to be. And I'm not just talking about football. I'm speaking like all walks of life here. Your work, everything, football, anything you go through, yeah. Open your eyes. Don't just look at what someone says and just take it as face value. Read shit, investigate shit, and just think for yourself, man. And when you do that, your world is just opened up. Opened up. I'll tell you something, yeah. I'll tell you something. When I was first going to the gym, yeah, I was seeing all these people. This is like 10 years ago. Oh, you've got to do 5 by 5. What do you mean? You got to do 5 reps, 5 sets. Yeah. That's the way to do it. That's the way you got to do it. And everyone was saying this shit. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll do 5 by 5. Everyone's saying this now. And now I'm listening to people. I'm like, just go in the gym and fucking lift some heavy weight, bro. You don't need to do these 5 by 5 and all this shit. Yeah. But you get conned into thinking that you have to do this or you have to think like that. If you just think and don't try and be led in a path, it's crazy, bro. Critical thinking is a dying trait in humanity. That is true. And also having a debate, bro. Having a debate with someone, yeah, is completely dead. I'm just having a debate today on Twitter about this shit that's gone on, yeah, about this whole FFP and that, and about how Arsenal did the same thing last year. Arsenal circumvented profit and sustainability rules, yeah. They circumvented those rules by signing David Raya on a loan deal with an option to buy. They couldn't afford to buy him because of a PSR, so they loaned him and then put an option to buy him. So they circumvented the rules to get the player. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Perfect. By the way, that did happen because the agent of David Raya said that's what happened. He said the reason he was loaned is because Arsenal couldn't afford to buy him because of PSR. So they bypassed the rules by loaning him. No problem. Bro, you can't have a debate, man. All these Arsenal fans try to come for me on Twitter saying, rah, 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 that didn't happen. Some of them just completely delusional, saying, no, 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 it was Brentford that wanted a loan. Why would Brentford want a loan? Why would Brentford want a loan? Why would they not just want to have the £27 million paid? Why'd they want a loan? And by the way, the agent of David Raya said this is what happened. But bro, you can't even have a debate, bro. They was all trying to cook me in it. You're a fucking idiot, mate. I'm just saying what the agent of the player said. The player agent said it. I'm saying it what he said. And so is David Raya's agent a twat? Is he also a dick? Maybe. Crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. So Rampage, bro. Rampage, listen. You loaned a player. You could have bought him and broke the rules. So you didn't buy him and break the rules. You loaned him. So you didn't break the rules. Aston Villa could have broke the rules. They sold a player for 20 million. So they didn't break the rules. There's no difference, Brev. There's no difference. You want to sit here and be like this, oh, it's so different. It's not different. You bought a player in a way, in a structure that bypassed the rules. Aston Villa have sold a player in a structure that bypassed the rules. There's no fucking difference. But y'all want to sit there and be like, it's different. We're fine. We're the goody two shoes. Arsenal this, Arsenal that, Aston Villa bad. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Anyway, guys, we will have to end the stream, man. I wanted to speak about England, but because I've got a rant about England. I got a big rant about it. Tonight. It was a rant rage, yeah. I'm fed up of England. I'm fed up of being told that we should just be positive because it doesn't help no one being negative. Oh, yeah, we'll tell that to Ivory Coast then, bro, yeah? So we're just going to waste another tournament with this clueless manager who don't know what he's doing. What, because we're in the tournament? Mate, I'm not being funny, yeah? Ivory Coast sat their manager and they won AFCON. To quote Lee Gunner, but, that was only AFCON. What, so you just fucking tell me that AFCON ain't shit then? You want to go down that road, yeah? What, you're going to tell me that AFCON's a load of shite, so it's not the same? All right, and tweet that then and see how that goes for you, yeah? You'll get cancelled, bro. You're going to get cancelled by saying that. It's crazy, man. Does me head in, bro. We're just going to waste another tournament with these mint players. It's just so annoying, man. So annoying. Yeah, nah, but I'm talking about like big accounts, bro. Big accounts. It's crazy. Anyway, let me see if there's anything else on my bookmarks that I've seen. Big up 9 Men, by the way, says not to forget their hypocrisy when it comes to owners. They told us not to bring politics to football, and it's the first thing they did about Ukraine with Chelsea. Yeah, it's crazy, mate. It's crazy. Football in politics, or politics in football. It's I mean, football is now it is political, isn't it? Football is just political now. It is political. And they've made it political. And it should never have been political. And someone can maybe, if they can ever be asked, go back to the time when they first made it political. There will be a start. But it's sad, man. It should never be like this. We should just be speaking about football. Yeah, I'm being asked about fucking what's going on and shit. And it's just like, what? But yeah, England, mate. Yeah. It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing, man. What's this? What's this? Oh, Adam McCullough getting rattled again about 115. Why does he get so rattled about it? I don't get why he gets so rattled about it, man. It's actually insane. By the way, apparently, yeah, a kanji tonight, creme de la creme. Again, apparently, I'm being told. It's actually insane. It's actually crazy, man. What else, man? I'm sure there was one more bookmark that I've seen before that was stressing me out. Yeah, no, I can't remember what it was. It's what it is. Right, I think that's pretty much it. Is anyone else want me to speak about anything before I go, man? Because I'm going to go in a minute. Yo, big up Foggy, mate. Big up Sachin, bro. Yeah, JTI, man. Akanji's the one, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, Akanji, yeah, Akanji, 14 million quid ruining football, bro. Our best defender last year. You know what's mad here? People talk about money and speak about all this cash and that, yeah. Listen, we spent money. I'm not saying we've not spent money 100%. Our best defender last year was a 14 million pound defender from Dortmund that the Dortmund fans said was trash, yeah. The year before, treble year, Ake, 40 million pound signing from relegated Bournemouth was our best defender. So again, man, you got to have money to win the league. Maybe you can fluke it once in a blue moon like Leicester, right? But ultimately, you do have to have money to win the league. How you spend the money and how those players are coached is crazy, bro. Is crazy. Honestly, it really is crazy, man. Talk about KDB masterclass yesterday. Listen, you know what? I didn't even watch it. Yesterday I was bad, mate. My hay fever, yeah. Honestly, guys, it's been kicking my ass, man. This is why I got this thing, yeah. It's mad. I look like a weapon with it, yeah. I can't lie, but you put this in the fridge and then you put it on your eyes and it helps, man. My eyes. I was meant to do a stream last night. I was meant to stream last night and I got home and my eyes were on fire. It's a bit of a madness. But yeah, listen, yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, mate, is interesting with Kevin De Bruyne, right? Because listen, next year we're gonna have to be very, very careful about what we do with him because you can't play him every game. You got to pick and choose when you play him. So he's basically like he's like the finisher. You know what I mean? Pause. It sounds a bit weird, but like you bring him in to kill games. You play in the big games. If I was Pep, I basically tell the guy, listen, bro, you're not playing Carabao Cup. You're not playing FA Cup. You'll play Champions League big games. You're not playing against fucking Red Star Belgrade, mate. Yeah, I'm not being funny. You don't need him to play against them games. You gotta chill there. Get a dehumidifier. Yeah, I've seen someone else say that before. It might have been you, Wayne, but I might have to get one, you know. I might have to get a dehumidifier, bro. Thanks for that. Yeah, I might have to get one. Yeah, apparently all our players are system players. Honestly, bro, like Twitter's been so weird. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's the shit in people's water in it. You know what I mean? You seen that news? It's pretty mad. I don't know. Something's not right, bro. Something's not right. People are moving mad on Twitter these days. It's crazy. An air an air purifier. Facts, facts. You know what? Actually, I need to get a new pollen filter for the car. That's not been changed in a few years, so I'm gonna get one. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up, man. Someone said the Leeds live. Fucking hell, this guy, mate. USA versus Bolivia. Bro just watches every single game going in it. He just watches every single game going. Right, I'm gonna redirect you guys to Lee Reacts. He's doing a USA versus Bolivia live watch along. Get any stream, spam LB Raid, LB Raid. Big up to everyone locked in tonight. I'm gonna be back to regular streaming tomorrow. Just had a few days off. So yeah, smash a like, subscribe, give us your comments in down below. I know a lot of you Red Cartel guys are gonna be angry, so you're gonna cook me in the comments, but that's fine. Works better for the algorithm. And yeah, LB Raid in Lee stream. Peace out, people. See you later.